Hey, folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. And that's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we're going to return to El Teatro Flores in Buenos Aires to check out a little bit more of the Warning there. We're going to look at Evolve today. This is a show where they're headlining. It's a pretty good sized venue as well. It's packed with fans that are jumping up and down. We saw from, we looked at Z recently. We've also seen Martirio. So this is actually the third one we've seen, and we may have a fourth, just so you know. We always like seeing Evolve, but actually haven't seen it that much lately, aside from one of the performances in February. But really before that, I think it's been a while since we looked at this song. And it's one of their favorites, and it's always fun to watch Pow scream, and it's a great one. We really enjoy it, and it usually sets off the audiences too. So, Adrian, any thoughts ahead before we take a look at this?
Pow screaming is an essential part of the song.
Yeah.
Very essential.
It totally is. All right. We've enjoyed watching this crowd, too. They're very animated. So let's see what they're like for this one. All right. Let's check it out. We'll discuss afterwards. All right. Wow. So what'd you think, Adrian?
It was pretty cool. There was a familiar octave guitar in the beginning of the song, of course. Hearing the audience sing along in English is amazing. Even if I've mentioned that before, it's just
Yeah, sure.
surprises me every time.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, they were singing the riff for Z, which I thought was pretty funny, actually. I mean, it makes sense, but I don't know that I've ever heard any audience sing that riff before. So I'm not surprised to see that. Yeah, they got pretty animated towards the end there. That was cool.
Yeah, I'm sure hear Pow.
Yep, could hear Pow. That was great.
That's important.
And, there are things about this song that sometimes I feel like are worth mentioning again that we haven't mentioned in a while. Like the fact that the main riff is in 7/8 is pretty good.
Yeah.
And also, I always feel like Danny's guitar, during the little bit of interlude before the scream sounds just like a Dick Dale or some kind of surf music, And
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah. Yeah, totally. Like you can just hear it out of the early 60s. Great stuff. So it's just worth mentioning because there's so many influences in their music that you sometimes start taking for granted if you don't think about them for a while. Things that I remember, like from the first time that we ever reacted to the band, where we had these reactions like, whoa, that sounds Middle Eastern. Oh, that sounds, that sounds like this. That sounds like that. Very different, different styles and genres and things kind of making their way into the mix, which is amazing. I love that.
I just thought the band sounded great.
Yeah, it was definitely a successful gig. Yeah, we're probably going to have one more for you from this show. Unfortunately, the whole show is out there, but it varies in quality quite a bit. So we're just going to grab what we can that we think will be presentable. So work with that. But this was loads of fun. Always enjoy hearing this song. And great to see an enthusiastic audience, too.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, we now know that it's Allie that is sick, and we're not sure what it is. Don't want to speculate too much, but it sounds like it's not something that's, a serious long-term thing. It's just something that kind of got in the way of the tour. That's kind of how it went. And that's the way it goes. Touring's so hard. Just more reasons to appreciate that they do it so much. Wishing her speedy healing. And also Danny, if her back is still hurting her a little bit, hope that's clearing up. Their next show is scheduled for April 11 in Madrid. So hopefully they get a little time to just be down and get healthy and carry on.
Play a little bit, all work and no play.
Yeah, for like 11 years running now, they're, pretty much. Yeah. All right, folks, so why don't you let us know what you thought of this? If you were at the show, let us know. I know I've seen from a few people that were at the show and said, oh, man, it was spectacular, as you would expect, life-changing experiences for people. And if you have other suggestions for us, please leave those below. All right. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed our presentation, please subscribe. All right. Thanks so much for joining us, and we will catch you on the next one. All right. Take care, folks.
See you all later.